I am getting ready for a Super Bowl party. It's honestly just a group of friends hanging out. And I was thinking about that TikTok trend of people reinventing themselves. I wanted to come on here and say, like, if that's something that you think you should do, like if you're living in a city where you feel like you're stuck in a rut, like you look around you and feel like people are all doing the same thing and it's not what you want to be doing, fucking leave. I was blessed to have realized this when I was in high school. I knew that I wanted to leave my hometown just because I felt out of place. I looked around and I was like, none of these people here could give a shit if I were to die tomorrow. And that sounds terrible, but it was just kind of that way. It's not on any of them. It just seemed like I never deeply connected with those people. And I wanted that. I knew I wanted to deeply connect with people, and I felt like I had to leave my city to do it. I ended up going to Austin. I literally picked UT almost strictly based on vibes of Austin. I'd been there once and I was like, wow, this place is fabulous. I could see myself really enjoying life here. And I literally applied. By the grace of God, I got in, and I have been in Austin ever since, and I love it here. And I've met those people. I've met the people I wanted to meet, the people I wanted to have deep connections with. I've found so many of those things here. And I wouldn't necessarily, I don't even know if I would say I reinvented myself when I got to college, but it was almost like no one really had preconceived notions of me. I was from out of state, at a big state school, so I was a nobody, and that was fine by me. And I realized that what I enjoyed so much was I didn't even necessarily have to reinvent myself. It was I just got to be myself uninhibited. I realized after being in the same place for so long that I so desperately wanted all of these people to like me, and I wanted so desperately to be in this in group that I just never really belonged in. And once I came to Texas, since I wasn't trying to be in that group anymore, I was just okay, let's meet people, let's see what's out there. It, I guess, just totally changed how I interacted with humans. I feel a lot of it has to do with wanting to fit in, because you're gonna change yourself to want to fit in. I felt myself changing, I knew I was changing myself trying to fit in, and I didn't like it. And that's why I felt the need to just flee across country to Texas from North Carolina. But it really was it was such a good thing for me. So I guess what I'm trying to say, if you feel like you need to reinvent yourself or go to a new place, first of all, do it. I support it. I did it, loved it. But also, when you get there, don't try to fit in. Don't try to get in any crowd. Don't try to be a part of any group. Just be yourself, completely uninhibited, and you'll find the people who matter. It's not I have this huge friend group, but I've found people who are incredibly important and meaningful to me. And I was completely myself to be friends with them. I didn't have to do anything to be friends with them. I didn't have to be a certain way. Maybe all of this is super self-explanatory, but I don't think I realized how hard I was trying in high school. That's I feel the best way to put it. Obviously everyone's trying hard to fit in, but I just don't think I realized how unhappy it made me in high school when I was doing it. And then I got to Texas, and I felt there was a period of time where I was trying to fit in, and then I was just kind of what the fuck? I don't dress like this, and I never will, and that is just that. And I found my people. I found the people who wore Doc Martens on a campus of cowboy boots. It just, you find your people. I watched that Hulu documentary, Social Studies, and I was feeling so hard for these kids because I understand how in high school you just cannot see past like senior year. Like people talk about college, but it is just this like imaginary, intangible thing until you're actually there. And so I feel like all throughout high school is just this like shitty, like, where are we going until you actually get to leave? I just like want to scream at all of these super pleasant people that like you are going to find your people. It will get better. As someone who was like totally in that position and didn't think it would get better, like, and I'm also not saying that as if my life is perfect, because it's not. I'm super broke. I have been wearing this shirt for several days because I am in a bit of a depressive episode, but that does not mean that I don't have people around me supporting me. Like, I have people I can count on, and I have people who are there to help. Anyone who's in high school, who's going through it, it doesn't last. And I hate saying that because I feel like everyone fucking says that. And when you're in high school, you're like, great. But like, it is so hard. I honestly can't imagine like how difficult it would be to be in high school right now. Like, oh man. Oh, no. I would not be cut out for that. Also, I feel like we learn that when you're going through like puberty, you have like all these emotional changes and whatnot, but like, why does anyone talk about high school? Like, post puberty, that's where shit gets hard. That's where like you are feeling everything. Like, I feel like that's the thing with high school. It's like everything is so much more than it would be if you were like 25. And like, it's such a weird way to put it, but like, that is what it is. Like, it's just like everything is so amplified when you're in high school, and they should warn you about that. Anyway, if you're going through it, I hope you find your people and you're okay. Bye.